my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Proud Marine Mom. Mexican, what up? What up? Hey, Amanda. Georgette, have a good evening, Georgette. She is going to listen to us as she goes to sleep. LTT. Alla Volta. You know what, Alla Volta? I'm going to shut it down because you demanded we go live, but then you weren't even here first. I thought, I'm on a rage quit. Just kidding, just kidding. Turtle Dove. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Oh, Jen, I don't think you're escaping. Get your ass back up here.
Oh, she sure did. Eliza Stars. I knew that's what she was doing. It's all right. She probably tired, I guess. You know, whatever. But, you know. Man, Iris, you've been missing some of the good stuff.
I have been. Jen, I just got your message.
She got you, didn't she? Hey, yeah. Dree. Hey, Shorty. Shorty, what it is Shorty, what it is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How's everybody doing this fine Friday? I did hear some stuff around the block today in these YouTube streets.
Oh, my gosh. It was bad.
It was... You know my opinion, and I don't know.
I wasn't going to talk about it.
Good. Let's not, because...
But, look, I don't know if I can keep... I mean, look, it's just too funny, y'all. I mean,
my
not funny.
Boobs in the chat.
Betty Boop.
No, it's Betty Boop, Boop, Boop.
Hey. Yeah, Eliza, these blocks have been on fire. She said, I was just a body up there, no talking. Iris saved me.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. As soon as you hopped down, I was like, this bitch. I know why she hopped down.
that's why she did it. She was like, mm. Yeah, that was Iris's foreplay. Yeah, that was foreplay.
For you,
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Heather.
I tell you, man. Look, I ain't gonna say anything about this situation. Look, we got people playing dum dums on YouTube, people playing, coma queens, and that's all. I mean, just what I've been seeing today. But I'm not saying anything about it.
Yeah.
You've been
I
punked.
will
Yeah,
definitely get myself into trouble.
I'm not getting in trouble. I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm not gonna say anything about it. But look, I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna
Look,
say anything about it, but
I said. I just said in Discord, I said, oh Lord, I said, if I go live, I'm going to be a target and the mafia is going to come after me. I said, then it would be 6F Earth and me, all gone by the mafia. YouTube, the face of YouTube will forever be changed. Forever be changed. Because I know. Just,
hey, past. Hey, fancy.
hey, guys.
Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda said, Iris caused trouble. No, that would never happen.
Oh, no. Yeah, and there are some serious issues that, look. There are some really serious issues there. There is some master manipulation, attempting to manipulate. And I think it's really shitty that somebody would do that, considering it, like it was pointed out, someone's best friend just did that a few weeks ago. Okay. It's disgusting. So, all laughing and joking aside, there you go. All laughing and joking aside, that's some serious sick shit. What is up with people doing that? Yeah, her and Yap Yap got a lot in common, don't they? You remember that? I remember it. That's why I'm so bitter at Yap Yap. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm mad at her for that. I am. That's gross. You don't do it. Yeah, I hope she makes a full recovery. I do. And I have to say, I am very impressed with how wordy a husband is. I'm a little disappointed that he'd rather go to church than or to work. Church is probably where they needed to be going. Rather go to work and be typing on YouTube and Discord and everything else, instead of being in there.
I guess. All right. So, without me giving my opinion,
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. We're not doing that here.
no.
No.
So, I guess they said that their wife was in a coma, probably wasn't going to make it. They have great life insurance. They're going to sue YouTube and make a memorial thing for her wife. I really hope she's not that ill, but then said she would probably make it through, and I'll have her wife private message people. Okay.
When she wakes up. When she wakes up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she'll probably be back on YouTube. Okay. I'm trying to say this without saying my opinion. Well, this part I will say. This part is my opinion. If my partner is in a coma and you don't think they're going to make it, my last thought would be thinking about the life insurance money, how I'm going to sue people, and how we're going to make product to sell for my children in a memory of them. And please keep your memberships. That kind of shocked me, but I guess they ended up calling out of work and staying home. to talk to a lawyer or something. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm just saying that I think I'm just not going to say anything more.
Yeah. Well, Delia Whoopoo, I'm sorry you're upset, honey. Yeah, there were a lot of things in that thing that really kind of upset me as well. She said, y'all are horrible to keep poking at someone that's been hurting for quite some time. I don't support this.
Yeah,
You know
I don't
what, Delia?
support people blatantly faking it either. I'm just going to put it out there. Everybody can hate me for saying it. It's very evident, and I can go through each point to prove how it's fake, but I'm not going to. And so to insinuate that they didn't put on their oxygen last night because they know it would hurt themselves. So basically, you're saying that they're going to do the S word and without putting out all the evidence at this point to prove that it's wrong. That's fucking sick and disgusting. And I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I've had family members that have harmed themselves. And if my family member is dying in a bed, I wouldn't be thinking how I'm automatically going to sue. You don't know anything about YouTube, but you're talking about terms of service. Make that make sense. And
Exactly.
don't cancel your memberships. Don't cancel your memberships. We're gonna make some T-shirts and stuff too. That's fucking disgusting. That is disgusting.
Yeah.
And that's one of the cruelest things that you can do on YouTube. And that is a scam too, if you even try to pull in that bullshit. Disgusting. Shame on you. And if my spouse is on a hospital bed, the last thing I'd be doing would be writing fucking books worth of information about my spouse. I would say my spouse is injured. Please pray. We'll talk about the rest later. Not one run-on manic sentence.
Exactly.
So now I'm sure I just pissed off a bunch of people, but y'all know.
Well, Delia Whoopoo, I'm sorry you're upset, but it was very upsetting reading that and going, oh, okay, yeah. I can tell you right now, if something had happened to me, my husband would not be scouring YouTube or my Discord at all.
Yeah, that's what I find fucking disgusting. Do I think she might have some issues and that she might absolutely need help in? Absolutely. And that would break my heart for anybody. But playing a sick game, that's fucking gross. That is gross. So you can clip it and talk shit about it. I don't care. My opinion's my opinion.
And if for some outlandish reason that really was her husband on there, boy, he really does think a whole lot like she does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
A whole lot like she does.
I lost so much respect. It's not even, I can pick apart almost sentence by sentence and how everything was wrong and disgusting.
And he came into her chat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he can, roam into a chat and my comments and say things. Oh, they were in your chat too?
Yes.
So you don't know YouTube, but you know about terms of service. You don't know YouTube, but you know whose channels to go to. You know how to work a Discord, but don't know how to work a Discord.
And if, to come out saying this was a joke of some kind, or it was just all an act for YouTube, that's a very sick joke to play. There's some of those things where you say you go too far. I think this would be one of them.
Yeah, I can keep going, and I just want to give my opinion on that. I said I wasn't gonna, but I got triggered by saying that we were bad people.
It's okay, and I know there's going to be some people that are like, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible."
Think of it this way. I do think she might have some issues and she needs help with, and that I will not judge her on at all. No. But when people have tried to hurt themselves in the past, and people who have actually have had family members that have to be on oxygen daily, or have had family members that have had to be in coma, that is disgusting that you would play in somebody's emotions like that. That's a scam, especially when you're going to say, don't cancel your memberships. We're going to make some shirts for her in her honor.
Yeah. What the heck is that about?
That is
That's
disgusting.
if that's your husband's first reaction, you may want to think about what your husband's doing
Yeah.
and why.
That was red flags 100 times. If your wife don't think he was going to pull it through and you think it was self-harm, you have every right to be angry. Yeah, that I do. But the last thing I would be doing is talking about going to work and sending my kids to school. Are you kidding me? What love is there? If
The
my
same is
husband is in a hospital, I wouldn't. Last thing I'd be thinking about is YouTube.
and to say that the children are seeking revenge.
Seeking
Excuse me?
revenge.
Really?
Especially since
Okay.
some of them are minor children. That means, are you talking to minor children about? I don't. All right. That's right, 6 Up. This is disturbing and messed up. I have a video of her drinking last month, by the way. This woman is lie. Yeah, I don't know if she's drinking. Personally, I don't care if she's an addict. I have a family member that I'm very honest about who is. So anybody is struggling through addiction, my heart goes out to them. Whether it's alcohol or drugs or any uses, I don't judge other people for that. I know other people like have different point of view of me, and that's okay. I wouldn't judge her if she had any kind of issue like that. I wouldn't. I would support her regardless because somebody always needs somebody there for them. My issue is lying and pulling on people's heartstrings. To me, that's a form of scamming. That's disgusting. That is fucking wrong.
Well, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
And if you watched Earth, you had two people who came up on panel who are on 24/7 oxygen. They are restricted to their home, only able to go out 3 hours at a time. These are the kind of people you're offending, people who actually live a life like that every day. Every day they wake up with a nasal cannula.
I have a question. I'm sorry. Go on.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on oxygen 24 hours a day, why would you be buying oxygen on Amazon? Your doctor provides that for you. What, those little tube things, you need to carry that. Then you're not in real oxygen because your doctor provide it. I don't give a shit how small your damn town is. That's a lie. That is a lie. A lie, a lie, a lie. Unless you walk around puffing that Amazon can 24 hours a day.
It's just really sad because, it was pointed out on Earth today. You are misleading people. If somebody, God forbid, was watching, thinking, oh, she's a doctor. I don't know what kind of doctor she supposedly is, but I can tell you as one who doesn't know how to read a pulse ox. You don't know how to read that thing, do you?
Yeah. Stars, you're absolutely correct. And you don't get oxygen from the pharmacy either. No, you definitely don't. You get it from a medical equipment company. 100% correct.
So you're out here spreading your shit on YouTube, misleading people. So you want to talk about pissed off Wupu and how horrible somebody is? Oh, sweetie,
Don't get me
you're
wrong,
absolutely...
though. I do love Wupu. She just want to happen to make a comment. She has nothing wrong with her opinion. I just want to point that out.
No. It's not. I'm just saying, yeah, you want to, yeah, you can say I'm horrible all you want. I think it's really horrible to get on there and mislead people so poorly like she did. You realize, okay, not everybody's a freaking idiot. You can get, FYI, those pulse oxes, yes, you can order them off of Temu, Amazon, Wish. Hell, Shein probably even carries one. You can go to any drugstore. You can go to Walmart. They even have them in your drugstore section at the grocery stores. Anybody can obtain one of those. Now, just because you can obtain one apparently doesn't mean you know how to read one. There's 2 numbers on most of them. There's one that's your pulse ox, and the other is your beats per minute. The one she had, the top number, which she was saying was her oxygen, if you look at it again, that's your beats per minute, not your oxygen. Your oxygen was down on bottom, which was a 94. I don't think it's right to mislead people at all. And if you're a doctor and you have an MD behind your name, you would know that. You would know that. Did you take a Hippocratic oath? Or are we not commoners, not supposed to know what that is? You know, in the medical field, you have to take that, right? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, or
Eliza has a good point. Oh, sorry, go on.
No. I look at Earth. She said those two women are my heroes. They are warriors. Look at what they have to live with every day. It's hard for them. It's heartbreaking. It breaks my heart to see them or anyone else anyone like that. Yes, and that is exactly what it's like when you're oxygen and you are oxygen deprived and you are fighting to get oxygen. When I had and this is what really pissed me off. Some of you may know, some of you may not. It's no big deal. I am good to go. A couple years back, I ended up getting the jab, right? Was not a good situation for me. Ended up with many, many blood clots throughout both of my lungs, and each one held a really large blood clot in each lung. The doctors were baffled how I could have just walked in. They were like, you should be on a ventilator, or most people in your situation would not even be here. I fought to get oxygen in. Okay. And just thinking I had a horrible upper respiratory infection. It was so difficult for me to walk from my couch. And Iris, you know where my couch is and in the closest bathroom, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Not that far. I could hardly make it there because I was having such a hard time breathing.
Yeah, I'm sure that felt like a mile away too at that moment.
It did. It was completely exhausting. Had no energy. And all I could do was I could stay awake for a couple hours a day. And then, I was out because my body was fighting to get the oxygen it needed. Now, I don't live like that every day. That was just a very brief moment of my life. But I remember that. I think back to that. And that is what these people live with on a daily basis, every day in and day out. To come on to YouTube and portray that you have something like that going on and bring a fake ass can on that you can get on Amazon, which you then go and post the pictures on your community page. That's very degrading to those who are not able to just use a can that they can buy off of Amazon just to get a little euphoria going.
Eliza had a good comment. She says she was advocating for people to buy those cans to treat themselves. If you're having trouble breathing, please seek medical attention. Those cans say on them, not for treating medical conditions. So what is the purpose of those cans? Like, what is the reason why they sell them? What are they supposed to be used for?
To help, like athletes, mountain climbers, like that.
So
They were actually created
yourself?
they're created by firemen. Give you the extra oomph. I do know if you research it a little bit, people do get that and they huff on them basically to obtain the level of euphoria, because that's what too much oxygen in your body does. So it does create a type of high for you. I'm not saying that that's what she was doing. I'm just saying that is one of the things that they are used for. They are not used to treat any kind of medical issues. That is for your doctor. Furthermore,
if your doctor recommends it, I would suggest finding a new doctor and suing them, especially if you say you have a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, look, check this out. Y'all know Fancy, okay? She's gotten the big C, how many times? 3, 4 times now? The one time she ended up with the long haul COVID, right? Had some heart issues. She had trouble breathing. She struggled. She fought through it all just to get oxygen. She ended up having a blood clot in her lungs. I mean, this shit is not anything to joke about or laugh about. It's not anything to get on YouTube and sit there and portray that's what you have going on, because those people who have suffered from shit like that know how it is not to be able to walk across the room and have energy to do anything. And I can tell you right now, my sister was sure the hell not jumping up out of her chair, chasing her cat around or anything else. So how dare you sit there and say that shit and then try to get people to think they should huff on a can? No, they need to go to the hospital. My sister sure did. She sure did. I remember she came on call one morning. I was on break. I had a work day. I was on break and I was sitting out in my car, and she jumped on call and she was talking, and I hadn't looked at my phone. And I'm listening to her, and all of a sudden I go and I look at my phone and I see her. And I said, "Sis, are you okay? You need to go to the hospital." Because she was struggling so bad. I don't even think she realized how bad she was struggling. You could see it. Anybody who struggles through breathing or anything like that, you know what you're talking. You know what I'm saying. You know what it looks like when somebody's struggling. So please, guys, do not. Oh my gosh, don't sit there and think that somebody huffing on a can is going to do it. No, get your ass to the hospital and seek the medical attention that you need. I'm sorry, Mayor. Yeah.
I did say in the chat before that I'm worried. I did make a comment about I'm worried that I would end up saying something. And here I am.
Well, I
know you
try not
didn't plan on it either. I don't know.
I don't.
I'm
try
sorry.
not
I
to
think
get
I started it. Comment got made and it kind of triggered me.
it just does irritate me. So if I'm not laughing, joking, then you're going to end up hearing exactly why I'm irritated.
I do want to have. I do have something to say though to OG if she listens, because I know she's going to go back and listen to this. We know G. I will definitely apologize if you are really in a coma. I seriously doubt you are. I'm very disgusted at this moment. But if you are, I will. A lot of us would owe you an apology. Okay. But with that being said, I don't believe it. And what I do believe is for somebody to come out and make these contradicting statements, whether it was you or your husband or the lives you've done previously. Okay. A lot of people called bullshit. We're not all naive and unknowing, and we know how to put two and two together. Okay. I think some of us are intelligent enough to be able to see through bullshit. So with that being said, I see that you fucked up royally this time. I don't know what kind of attention you're trying to seek or what kind of help it is. I'm assuming that there's something seriously wrong and you're going through some issues. And for that, I really hope that you get the help and guidance you need and just own up to it and apologize because you hurt many people who are really suffering and going through some issues. What you did was wrong. It's very wrong and you need to apologize. But I do really send lots of love to you to be able for you to get the proper help that you might need. Because to me, it sounds like you're probably in a crisis and it might be, this is my opinion, your form of trying to seek help to get the attention that you need. I'm not really sure. I can only think if somebody would go to that extreme or that low as if they are crying out for some form of help because inside their spirit, they're desperate at the moment. So for that, I really hope you do get the help that you need. And then when you feel better, you might have your head down, you might have the tail between your legs, but you need to do the right thing and apologize to many people on here. You hurt many people. And to anybody that's pissed off at me for giving my opinion, I'm sorry. I don't hold it in. We'll agree to disagree. It doesn't mean I think anything different of you. I am from today on will not support Queen OG, which is sad because I like to support everybody, but it's fucking vile, gross, and disgusting. But I wouldn't hold anybody back for if they still wanted to support her. I just personally won't be. So Queen OG, I hope you get the help that you need. I really, truly do. To me, it sounds like a cry for help. The way you went about it is wrong, gross, disgusting, and could have turned into a potential scam if you still wanted memberships and have your children make you t-shirts to sell for people. Anyways.
Yeah, I agree. I hope that she does get the help she needs. You know, I said that last night. If you remember, I said anybody out there who needs help, whether it's addiction, whether it's from mental illness, whatever it's from, I hope that they get it.
Exactly.
But there's no need to sit there and belittle. Basically, is what you're doing. That move, it was very belittling to those who live that life every day.
Mm-hmm.
Earth had Archangel and 13 up on her panel.
And that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking, especially for people that have serious mental, have serious physical conditions that rely on oxygen for real every single day. Don't you think that's a smack in their face? Don't you think they know the words that you're spitting out of your mouth is complete bullshit?
Mm-hmm. And I can only imagine people living with that every day. I would think I would battle depression issues after that. You know, honestly, to be confined to your home because your oxygen tank is portable only lasts 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like 13 said, she can't even go watch a movie because it's longer than 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, you can't run after your grandkids. You can't, you know, there's certain things she cannot do because she physically cannot do them. And a can off of Amazon is not fixing it. I would seriously, I'm serious, you know, I mean, I hope that they don't, but I mean, I think I would have some level of depression for sure, you know, just having your life altered just like that.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I mean, because 13, I mean, if you listen to her story, she literally, it altered her life like boom, just like that. Yeah, exactly. Stars, they deserve for her to get the help she needs, whatever capacity that is.
Absolutely, Earth.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Liza, it takes a ton of planning. It takes, you know, it, yeah. I know both my grandparents were oxygen dependent. My mom was oxygen dependent at the very end. You know, it's a challenge.
Yeah. So tell me if this is a contradiction. First, she said that she was taking oxygen at night, right? And she didn't put it on last night. Well, her husband said that, supposedly. But then it was 24 hours a day. Which is it? There's so many contradictions. But the part that really got me is basically on your deathbed, but your spouse is still going to go to work and get the children ready for school. Blew my mind.
And going to reply to her emails and her Discord and YouTube and going to other creators' channels and go in their chats and comment.
Yeah, but you don't know anything about YouTube. But you know what terms of service is. What? All right. There's so many contradictions. Like, you should have planned it out a little bit better. It wasn't a very good scam.
Well, there's a comment a little further back. You know what? Heidi did the same damn shit. Saying, oh, it was my husband who did that. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm.
Oh, she kept
Oh,
editing the comments all day. Did she start putting periods in her paragraphs and books? So if you do talk to text, everybody, which I still suck at talk to text because there's still typos in my talk to text when I'm lazy. If you just say the word period, it'll put a period there. So it's not one book run-on sentence. Exactly, stars.
It's a little suspicious. Just a little. I don't care who's mad at me for saying that. I'm just telling you. I don't know any husbands who, and to even put in there, yes, this is her husband, and you don't think men can talk like this, but excuse me?
Yeah, OG, if you go back and keep editing and deleting, because I'm sure you're going to go back and delete everything. Just know, I'm sure everybody out there already has a screenshot, a video record. You best just to own up to your shit and apologize, honestly, at this point. I mean, don't make yourself look any worse. I don't think you possibly can, but
No, it is disgusting.
I am disgusted when I heard about it.
Yeah, exactly, Soup. I mean, I can tell you right now, my husband wouldn't. He wouldn't even think, oh, let me get on the YouTube and make this big, huge post.
Well, let's see if your wife, in less than 12 hours, because it was the very next day, who is in a coma now, I would not be thinking about suing people, asking them to keep their memberships, wanting to make, t-shirts and stuff for people. I wouldn't think about going to work, all this crazy stuff, or thinking about, let's see what else. Think about telling about all her certificates she has. It's nice that she went to school to get her certificates. I don't know why you would waste all that money going to college and not put it to any use. And then come in here being hateful to YouTubers when your lies are really what caused the problems. If you don't come in YouTube and lie, there's nothing for nobody to go after. If you don't want nobody to go after you, do not lie, because you see the track records what happens when other creators lie. You get called out on it. OG, you're getting called out on it. That's on you. And however that makes you feel, I feel really bad, especially if you're not in a good headspace. That's why I hope mentally you don't come on YouTube until you get whatever's going on fixed, and then come back and apologize. That's right, Heather. My man would not be in YouTube. If I was in a coma in ICU, I call bullshit. Exactly. Or go to work. If my children, my husband is laying on their deathbed, the last thing I would be doing is sending my children to school because they're going to be with their parent
Mm-hmm.
in their last moments. I would be with my husband and not going to work in their last moments, because that's what you made it sound like. It was your very last moments. And you're already making plans on what you're going to do after your passing. So I was thinking that too. So if nobody really called her out on it, I mean, she can't backtrack on it now. Was she going to pretend she was dead and still keep her memberships and keep it as like a memorial page and sell goods, for in her memory? Because that's, to me, how it kind of insinuated.
Well, she covered that by saying, medical miracle, she'll come out of this. It's like, what? And if they think she's barely hanging on, she's only on oxygen. Seems like she'd be on a ventilator. But I don't know. I don't know. It's ridiculous, though. It really is. Oh, new husband update 8 minutes ago. Oh, somebody please do read. He really is.
Send it to one of us so we can read it. Hi, everybody coming in. I do feel really bad for Delia Woo Poop because she did stick up for her friend and come in here, and I don't want her to think that I was attacking her. I was attacking the
No.
situation, not her.
Yeah, and it's just the difference of opinion here. And you know what? Yeah, you're right. It all started because Six Up dared to say, "Hey, if you need help, let me know." You know, it wasn't at all as Queen OG portrayed it to be. If people had actually looked to see what was really truly said, they would have probably put two and two together and goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you kind of you're reading a little too much into it, or making more of it?" You know what I mean? Um, that's very discouraging.
Queen OG, please know the more comments that you want to try to defend yourself in, or have your husband supposedly defend yourself in, is just making you look worse and worse. Honestly, stop while you're ahead. It honestly can't get any worse. Just stop. Stop right now. Because this is a small little community here. When some bullshit like this happens, clip channels are going to pick it up, and it's going to go far and wide, and everybody's going to know who Queen OG the scammer is, because that's what's going to happen. This is scamming.
Mm-hmm. It is. Hey, Dre.
Hey, Dree.
Hello. Okay,
Exactly,
so
Tragedy Pimps.
the post says 11 minutes ago, I won't update again. I don't think things are going to work out in her favor, and I think I understand what happened. She was bullied and called an addict over and over when she wasn't. She chose not to use her oxygen last night. People think I am her and making fun of me because I never went to college and don't use periods. Because she didn't bring her huge oxygen machine in, she doesn't have one. Because the 16-year-old looked at the videos she made of his mom who died and ended up finding a clip video calling her an addict and questioned my son. She's a bad mom who never let her kids see her channel when they never knew her channel. They just pick apart everything she says as a lie, so I see why she gave up. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how her stating her info is misinformation. Please remember her well. She was kooky sometimes. She has low oxygen and gets very confused lately, but she had a good heart and was not an addict, and she didn't deserve this. So now he's saying that she's gone.
Hmm. Um, already past tense, yeah. I really hope that that's not true. Hopefully, it's. Yeah, exactly, Soup. You're muted, Iris.
It's probably a good thing I was fucking muted. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah,
So,
Nancy. We feel bad for her regardless. She needs
yes.
help.
No, she definitely needs help. That's why I said, please stop with the comments. You're making the situation worse. You're making the situation worse. Please stop. Whatever help that you need, it's a cry for help. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. And if it started with your own lies that people caught, and if somebody starts a live saying they're extending, saying why they think you might have a problem and they want to be able to help you if you need it, that's not bullying. That's not bullying. Okay. If people have a different opinion of you, that's not bullying. But if you want to sue people because they're talking shit about you, I hope you know everything that you may or may not delete is already captured. So you're just gonna look like a fool at the end of the day. You really are. You're gonna go after people for going after you when they show the trail of how it happened. Honestly, they're gonna be like, can you blame them for saying anything? Can you blame them? And if you really needed oxygen that bad, supposedly you use it just at night. Now it's 24 hours, but you have those oxygen things that you ordered on Amazon. And if you're that sick and your husband lets you be that sick and use those little oxygen things, it's considering how much you brag about how rich you are, shame on your husband too for not getting you the proper help, medical help.
She does need help.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her, but at the same, I mean, look, like Don just said, I'm really nervous leaving this, but I need to get it off my chest. OG and I have been very close for a long time, but I'm hurt. It's no secret I'm stage 3 COPD on oxygen 24/7. Those are the kind of people that you are belittling, basically. In my mind, that's what you're doing, is you're belittling them in their situation. Oh, wait a second.
I just seen that.
Wow.
That's true. Yep, Eliza, they're not. That's really. Mm-mm-mm. And they said there was another message attached to that one. Do you see it, Dre?
Yeah, it's Earth read it on her live earlier, but I'll read it here too. It says, this was 3 hours ago. I don't have time to reply individually, but we are going to the hospital now to see how she is doing. I will reply with an update on the drive home. Please pray for her. There seems to be more and more videos, and everyone seems to think these posts are by her. How sick do you have to be to think that?
Well, I'll have a big apology if there isn't and something has happened to her.
No, I think she is in some kind of crisis. I do that. I really do believe. I really do, in my heart, think she's having some kind of crisis, just not to the extreme or extent that she is claiming.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly. That's
either be honest if you're going to speak, or don't say anything at all. Because this is YouTube. People will investigate this. They are going to come out with the truth, and they're going to call out if they see bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing that first was that, I don't know, you didn't put your oxygen on because you're upset for what people said, about the people thinking that you might have an issue. Okay. I'm just going to say it. Some kind of addiction issue. Okay. From what I hear, I don't know if you do or not. Like I said, if you did, I still would have supported you because I don't judge people for that. Okay. But to turn it into something that it's not to me is a cry for help, and you need help for that. And if your husband is really backing you on this, shame on him. Shame on him. I don't think any of that. We know you enough that we know how you talk. We know your wording. I don't know a man that even talks that much, and if they were desperate, honestly, if your husband, if he really thinks that you're passing away and he's sending your kids off to school and he's still going to work, I feel sorry for you there too. He must be very lonely.
Yeah.
Because obviously then there's a problem there.
Yeah.
And to try to play on people's emotions.
Mm-hmm. This is wrong, OG. Please just stop talking. Just don't say anything. Or apologize and get the help that you need.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that long ago we lost Colleen out of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that's funny, or that this is something that you can throw around and slap in people's faces to manipulate? Because that's what I'm saying.
So we know, most of us in our heart know that the coma is bullshit. Okay. I mean, we can go down the line of why we know for a fact it's not right, and it's completely wrong. okay? But to insinuate you're in a coma because some YouTubers said something you didn't like, okay? Which I understand, you get depression and you down and out. But if we know that you're lying and you're using as of a tempered S as a reasoning for your lying, if I don't know if I'm wording it right, I don't know, that's disgusting to me. Like I said, we've all had family members. A lot of us have who have felt desperate and lost them in that kind of way. So hearing something like that really affects people. It's real life bullshit. That's real life shit for us. And so for knowing that you're lying and using that as a ploy and why you're in a coma is wrong. It is so wrong.
Yep.
And then lying about being that sickly is wrong. It's beyond wrong for people who are actually suffering with physical illnesses every single day. It is wrong. And then to have your spouse on there saying that they already acted like you're already gone. You're already gone. That's it. You're gone. And this is what we're going to do once she's gone. And don't cancel the memberships, though. That's wrong. Who thinks of stuff like that? That's wrong. That's wrong in so many ways. My mind is blown and really disturbed. I am so disturbed. A lot of us know another YouTuber who has lied a lot in the past. They've gotten better. And not even to this extreme either. Not even to this extreme. And a lot of people forgave them because eventually they admitted, yeah, I got caught out. I lied, and they had to prove themselves. Okay.
Right.
So if you're wrong and you're genuine and you try to get the help that you need, I'm one of those type of people that would back you. I would still probably call you out on your bullshit because that's how I am, but I would still support you. So just stop, get your head together, get some help, stay off YouTube for a bit, and then come back and apologize because you're wrong and gross and disgusting. You've hurt many people for many different reasons.
Yep, that's very true. Yeah, I don't know. To me, that was such a Heidi move right there. It's such a Heidi move.
What it says, we said something she didn't like, and that resulted in threats to mine and it scrolled. Mine and Six Up's lives and threats to plant substances on me and Six Up. I can't make this shit up, and it's wrong at so many levels. Who did that?
Queen did.
No, she
Queen
didn't.
She did. She threatened the mafia and everything on them. Yes.
Yep.
That's why I was saying something about the mafia.
I'm going to tell you
"Uh-oh."
something right now. If you really have mafia in your family, you wouldn't be talking about the mafia in your family.
Right.
And if you really have mafia in your family, you're not that close to them to be bringing them up like that. That's like saying, I got a cop in my family. I really have, but like if you get pulled over, you don't say, oh, I got a cop in my family. You know what I'm saying? That means you're not that close because people don't brag about that stuff. Nobody says, I got mafia in my family and they're going to come in and get for you. So you might have had some distant cousin that might have been in the mafia, 50 years ago. That doesn't mean you're all that. That type of shit makes me laugh. That's the kind of silly, dumb stuff you lie about. People usually don't get mad. You're just like, oh, you're silly. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night, Six Up.
Good night, Six Up.
Have a good night, Six Up.
There's mafia in the ghetto. Hearing that Elvis Presley song, "In the Ghetto," Yeah. We learned she was one of the founding fathers of the internet, all in her pre-obituary.
How could she be so rich but grew up so poor at the same time?
Well, she's a self-made, millionaire, I guess. I mean,
it's very contradicting. It just makes me have questions.
Well, if she grew up poor and she made something of herself, that's awesome. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't know. After this, she's like, you don't know what to believe, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, self-made, of course.
Exactly, Heather. People who usually have ties to the mafia don't talk about it. 100%. Ding, ding, ding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of put yourself as a target on that list. But okay.
And you piss off your family.
Exactly. I mean, it could be so close. I mean, I don't know. I just, all the mafia I ever known about has plenty of money. Maybe it was an experimental mafia family or something, you know? I don't know. We'll let this section of the family grow up poor, wanting everything, but we'll still offer them our protection when they get older. Think about that one. Well, Heather, if you live in the ghetto, that's good. Elvis has a song just for you. In the ghetto. Yeah, it's like Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club, right, Rhonda?
Exactly, Rhonda.
Mhm.
She knows
Yeah.
I won't say her name.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Same with the Hells Angels.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's another good point, Turtle Dove. Look at that. See?
Did her husband not come home last night? Did he not sleep in the same room? Because why did he not know she didn't have her oxygen on?
Good
Mhm.
point.
What? Wait, didn't he say that he came home and found her without the oxygen on?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
So
look. I still got her
that's
computer.
why that's why Turtle Dove asked, "Would he not come home last night?" See, if you're gonna plan something like this, it needs to be a little bit planned out better, I guess.
He said, when I got home last night, she was barely breathing, and I actually thought she was dead. We drove her to the ICU. Or drove her to the ER.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. If you actually thought your spouse was dead, you call 911 and you do chest compressions until the ambulance gets there with real oxygen. That is not true. If you really thought your spouse is dead, you're not going to pick them up and put them in a car. You're going to give them CPR.
Yeah.
That's a lie. That is a lie. That's a lie.
I
That's
hope
what I'm
she gets
saying.
the
Be
help.
careful what you say because you get called out on your bullshit. People on YouTube, there's some special people on YouTube, and I don't call myself the brightest crayon in the box, but bullshit is bullshit, and most of us are not that naive. Heather said you can't have oxygen on without having oxygen. She had, without having oxygen, she had the kind you have to manually distribute to yourself. She can't do that if you're sleeping. Exactly, Heather. But how's it that she did it at night? She didn't put it on last night, but then needed it 24 hours. So why would she only need it at
Well,
night, but then need it 24 hours, but then only have the kind not from the doctor, but from Amazon?
because
Right.
they couldn't get it because they're in a small town, so she wouldn't have had oxygen at night anyways.
So this is all new. This is brand new that she's never had a breathing problem before. All of a sudden, she went to the doctor's. The doctor couldn't get her oxygen right away. So they told her to order it on Amazon until they can get her some. A hospital is
Doubt it.
what you need to be in. I don't want to hear about how many hospital beds because you would get transferred. If your hospital only has 8 beds, let me tell you, that's a Band-Aid station because we have these in our town surrounding areas, and they ship you to a bigger hospital. All right, by ambulance or by helicopter. Okay, so I
There's a
call
pretty big
bullshit on
one.
that too.
There's a pretty big one in Napa.
Yeah,
Couple of floors, way more than 8 beds.
yeah. Oh, so how's it going on for a while, but she doesn't have oxygen at her home? Why would it only be on YouTube? If you order on Amazon and you've been needing it for a while, Do you have to huff that thing 24 hours a day? How often you got to do it? Once every 5 minutes, once an hour, a continuous squeeze? I'm curious. I do want the explanation. OG's husband. I would like that explanation.
It's false information to be putting out there to people who really do need to go get medical help.
Exactly.
To suggest that somebody should buy a can of oxygen off of Amazon.
Exactly, Heather, 100%. If you need oxygen and they can't bring you oxygen, they're going to admit you until they sent home with you to set it up. Yes, that is very true. Want to know why? Because doctors and hospitals do not need more lawsuits for negligence.
Our daydreamer was gifted a membership October 8th while waiting for my husband to get in the recovery room. I watched that live right before she deleted it.
My daughter turned 20 that day.
My
baby.
I don't know. Apparently she was huffing on it during that live. I mean, she'd go off the camera and do it, I guess. She sure did wave it around a lot.
Yeah, they're like these little cans like this big, and they have like a plastic piece at the end of it. I think she's on her community post.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, just on hers. It was ordered on Amazon.
Yeah, it was.
And it's one of those emergency puffer things.
She posted it on her community page. It's got the order number and everything on it. Founding fathers of the internet: Robert Bob Kahn, Larry Roberts, Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Let me forget the Lee part. Sorry.
Oh my God, Daydreamer, did she really? Out of the blue, she said you can get a divorce, but once you have kids, the only way out is 6 feet under, I promise. What?
What? Who wrote that? Wait.
There's no medical recovery because I guess from the last post, it's already too late.
Daydreamer posted that. She said that's what Queen said.
So are we then supposed to believe that, because of somebody offering her help, reaching out to her, that was just too much and she just couldn't see a way out?
Right, Heather? When Amazon can give you oxygen faster than a damn doctor, we have a problem.
She had to keep up with her Prime membership.
That's insane, Daydreamer.
That's right, Sassy. If it's true, then you do need to sue. But sue the doctor who sent her home with an O2 level that low. That who would blame, not YouTube.
Right.
But she didn't put on her oxygen that night. But wait a minute, how did she have oxygen to put on that night if she couldn't get the oxygen from her doctor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That makes no sense.
No.
Right.
Queen, stop while you're ahead. You're making an ass out of yourself. Honestly, just please go to a medical facility. I definitely do believe you need one to get the help that you need. Get your meds adjusted, whatever the case may be. I'm sorry for whatever that you're going through, but honestly, this cry for help is only digging yourself a deeper hole. You need to stop while you're ahead. You pissed off a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And I don't understand why you would even make a status now. Maybe you spent 30 minutes ago after it's obvious you were listening to this live, listening to us up here talking shit, and you still post a status. You're just digging yourself in a deeper hole. Please stop. Please get the help that you need. You really need help. Please stop. Yes, please put up the crisis hotline. Thank you.
Yeah, there's been a few of them I keep tapping. They've been putting up there. It's sad, for you to go. And I guess we're supposed to think now that this was self-induced, right? Queen OG.
Oh, and I wouldn't have supported you if I knew you felt that way about addicts and their natural selection. My daughter's an addict. I love her very dearly.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
drug
that was
addiction
the other
doesn't
thing.
define you. So that is a big. That pissed me off when I heard that one. I think that was the icing on a cake. What? And that's because, like I said, you don't know what other struggles other people go through. Okay. And
Right.
my daughter is an addict. She's an active addict at this point in her life. Is very meaningful to me and many other family members that love her dearly. Your addiction does not define who you are. Okay.
Charlie girl,
So
you have
natural
to report.
selection and you don't know what the words you say could really offend people. Okay.
I
So
agree.
that left a bad taste in my mouth. And it's okay that everybody has an opinion, but I don't know.
I
I'm
agree.
triggered. I think I probably should stop talking.
No, I mean,
No, I
it's
love
okay
it.
because that was the other thing. It was like from 2 months ago, and just seeing that, and it was like, oh wow, okay, well, we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree to disagree because I can't with people like that. I just can't.
And I know I shouldn't be bringing up my personal stuff or talking about my daughter without being here. If my daughter was standing here right now, she'd be very honest and tell you. She's very honest. Wait, she's an addict, so she's a compulsive liar. You know how they are, But she's also very honest too at the same time. I don't know why I felt like I had to say that. She doesn't hide who she is. She's honest and upfront. She's like, yes, I have a problem. My mom's correct. Blah, blah, blah. And she'll tell you.
Yeah, I just. I don't wanna.
Can anybody drop the line too for anybody who has addiction, any form that may be? And I want to explain something too, okay? I don't know. I've heard the rumors. I don't know if OG does have a problem. I have seen some weird things, on a live, but I don't know. Maybe it's her meds. Maybe it's over medicated. I don't know. I don't want to guess. Whatever case is, that's why I said I would support regardless because I'm not going to judge. But if somebody did have a problem, okay, and because it's legal, and not from a street or not using a needle, because I know some people before they use needle, they would think they didn't have an addiction because they weren't that bad yet, which that don't mean anything either because family member right below my feet, literally in the room right below me, died from heroin overdose and they never shot up before in their life. But anyways, so don't think that because you can get it from a doctor that you're better than anybody else. Addiction is addiction. It comes in many different forms, whether you're on the street doing it, or legally getting it. It doesn't mean you don't have a problem. So you shouldn't probably look down on people, because of, was it natural order, selection, whatever it was. I'm mad, so I can't think of it now.
Natural selection.
Yes, thank you.
You almost had it.
Yeah. And because there was rumors about that a couple of years ago, and I ignored them then because it's not my business. You just support people if they need it.
Right. And she's she holds a PhD, but she had to ask fucking Slashimoto's what the lowest your oxygen level should be. Like, come on now. But you're a PhD. Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
that makes no sense.
Why would you ask Slashimoto's? What?
And there's quite a few people that have health problems that are going through the same issues that could have answered that question. And there's quite a few people on YouTube that do have some medical form of background that could have answered that question. Or
Right.
you call your doctor.
Right.
Because I'm sure you have a program in your phone. At least I know I do. If you're really, really concerned, 911.
Absolutely. Right, Alta? She said, hell, doctors are the biggest drug dealers.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
No, listen. A good friend of mine's doctor the other day, it's in Connecticut, you can look it up. A few days ago, got arrested for giving prescription, handing out prescription opiate prescriptions for sexual acts. So it was my friend's doctor. She said, I've had him for years. I had no clue.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he just got caught and went to jail for it. Yeah, she's like,
Mm.
my doctor. Yep. For sexual
Mm.
favors, he was handing out prescriptions.
Wow. Heather says my pain management doctor had me so high, and my dealer was my dealer for a long time.
Really? See, a pain management around here will not give you any kind of opiate at all.
Turtle Dove says, how did he get her in the car if she was unconscious? Must be a strong man.
That's what I'm saying. If you think your spouse is dead, wouldn't you?
Right.
All right, you live out in the middle of nowhere. You live in a small town. Everything's far away from you. Why are you going to drive your spouse to the doctor? You call 911 and help them, and they'll give you directions on how to give them life-saving CPR, at least try, until you can get a trained professional to show up. And so when they give them a ride to the hospital, then they will have real oxygen and not that tank. So all right, so wait a second. So if he thought she was dead and they gave her a ride to the hospital, did that Amazon thing work until she gets there? Like, how did you have to pump it in there in the hospital? I'm just curious how that scenario went in the car.
Mhm.
Soup says, you call 911 and don't beat up your community wall post.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is true.
she could not say the 911 is that she can be FOIA'd.
Yeah.
Call a FOIA on that. FOIA.
But now
FOIA.
she's gonna
Turtle Dove and Sassy said the same thing.
yeah, now she's gonna sue for bullying. You better have a really good lawyer, because once they see all the stuff you spewed, whether you delete it or not, once it's on YouTube, girl, it's already been got. Everybody got it all already. You just make an ass out of yourself. Stop ahead and just get your mental help that you need.
Right.
Well, when she miraculously comes back from the grave. Just saying,
That's right. There's this thing on your phone. It says emergency. Click that. Click that little talkie icon and it dials 911 for you. It's a miracle.
Well,
or if you can't touch it,
kind of hard. Look, it's really hard to dial 911 if it takes you off of YouTube. I'm just saying, like it's probably more important to post on YouTube.
Screenshot mofo right here. You're funny.
All you have to do, especially with iPhones, you just gotta press and hold on the power button, or it's like double tap it. I think it's press and hold on it. And you just press and hold on the power button, and then it pops up, and it's at the bottom. It says emergency or something like that. I don't know. Let me try it. What does it do?
I just hit 911.
Never mind it. That just pops up Siri. But that's what it is. You have to press and hold on the power button, and press and hold on the up volume button on the other side of your phone, and it'll do the emergency.
Yeah, it probably is right.
Yep.
Oh, the rescue only runs during the day. You're right, Daydreamer, maybe. 911 is only available 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you've reached this emergency number outside of regular business hours, please contact the non-emergency number during business hours.
Oh, would that work? M83 said M83. I always say it wrong. Press the power button 5 times.
Hey, M83.
Oh, hey, hold on. Don't be doing that because you know what'll happen. I'll end up accidentally calling them and I'll hang up and they'll send somebody out here and I'll just, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to think of something.
Can you make a short with that? Because if it was played in your almost 7-hour live tonight, I'm sorry, I can't. I do not have that time.
Just give us a timestamp.
Yeah, or a timestamp.
She was live today when I went to lunch, and then still entertained me for an hour and a half after I clocked out.
I had no idea until towards the end.
Better late
Eliza,
than never, I guess, Iris.
I really hope she pulled the stunt to try to explain her absence while she checks into the recovery program. That is what I was really hoping for. Yep.
Yeah, I agree,
Good.
Eliza.
It's sad to go this. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And Lord, if something did happen to her, oh my goodness. It's very impressive that your husband would go and write a novel and hit all of the high points that you hit on your live and feel that they were important enough to hit up on. That would be just extraordinary.
Sassy said, they need to stop adding to that community post, please. It's long enough already. They keep adding to it. I couldn't even read it when it was shorter, but Ert read it to me, so I finally heard it.
Well,
you know what? Charlie Girl read it to us.
yeah, there's no shame in getting help. That's exactly right. And if anybody thinks that she was in a coma, Just Dawn said she messaged her several times today.
Just today.
Beyond the coma. She reached out from beyond the coma. Just a message, just Dawn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You think she's not planning on coming back? Well, I don't know. I mean, if she's really slipped away, it would.
How
I
Heather
guess.
said, hey, babe, talking to M83, says, if I was in a coma in ICU after going to write a novel on a community post before you go to see me at a hospital.
Hell
Exactly. His
no would be
answer.
the last thing on my mind.
Yeah,
Look at that.
hell no.
Charlie Girl, that has been an excuse that I've gotten in my DMs when people have messaged me asking why I did what I did in her chat yesterday.
What was it?
that live? Was it yesterday?
I'm confused.
Well, I mean, if she can come back from this, she might try.
I mean, she'll still have some supporters, but
Yeah.
Which is fine. Everybody can support whoever they want.
which
I'm
is
just
fine.
very disappointed. I think it's very disappointing.
I
And
mean,
if
I
had
won't.
known she had made that community post natural selection, I wouldn't have been supportive before.
Same.
Yeah, that was disgusting. When I heard that being read, I was like, what? No
Especially
way.
considering there's a lot of people that go into her channel who have family members that struggle or they have struggled themselves in the past. And that's really a smack in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if you can think you're that high and mighty that let's not even get on that subject. I already said I wasn't going to say nothing, and here I am yapping. How long have I been?
Just Dawn said, well, apparently it's her hubby sending the messages, but I'm certain it's her. There were a couple of slip-ups.
Yeah, you can, if you know somebody enough and you know how they talk or text, you can tell. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a few slip-ups, even in a community post, saying you don't know YouTube, but then talking about terms of service, but you know how to find all these people that are live and how to go into Discord. Make that make sense. But then said that you can't text people for some reason.
Right.
I don't know, that's too much.
Contradictions.
Yeah, Heather's basically calling all her subs and those that support her stupid. Yep, absolutely. Well, she's definitely saying that she thinks that we believe what's being said.
Right.
I know we're all here with different levels of education, but that doesn't mean they're not smart enough to see through some malarkey.
Hey, little devil.
I have an addiction to cigarettes, so I'm gonna turn my camera off while I smoke one.
You don't have to. I mean, I smoke all the time on a live.
I know.
Speaking of smoking,
But I know, and I would not want to be you. I've seen you smoke a cigarette.
ask yourself if it's something you would believe in your life. And if you have to on here just because you like them, there's no logic. Right, Soup?
Yeah, and Metaclip said, I think she picked an excuse randomly to explain away the real issue and didn't realize how much sense it didn't make. Yeah, exactly. The more she tries to fix it, the worse it's making it. That's why I'm like, just stop commenting. You're just making the situation worse. Yeah. Just please get the help that you need, OG. And apparently her husband was, Charlie Girl said, apparently her husband was on the phone with YouTube last night instead of being by his wife's side in ICU and on oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, that's the important thing, right?
But somehow her husband found her way to Earth's channel to comment in it today. And found a way to this channel to know what's being said here, to make a status or make a comment.
And found a way to message just on, and found the way into the Discord.
Yeah. Thank you, Earth.
I'm glad to know there's priorities, and if you ever think your priorities aren't straight, don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, y'all. This was supposed to be a fun live. And ended up being my venting.
I love your venting. Stop it.
No, Shorty, I don't think she meant calling on YouTube. In other words, it was, I think what Charlie Girl meant was on YouTube creating the pre-obituary.
Yeah, because if you're right, Soup, and found a way to edit and threaten folks all day long. So if the spouse did that, and if it's your spouse's last moments, you spent your day talking shit on YouTube. Husband of the Year award right there.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Right, Turtle Dove. She said, I think we all need to vent when stuff like this happens or goes on.
It's
Absolutely.
just wrong.
Yep. Right, she said it's creepy and I'm not falling for it. Me either. I agree, Stars. Star said, Iris, I think it's good you vented. A lot of people need a place to express themselves tonight.
Thank you, Stars. I think people have been expressing themselves all day. Went live for 7 hours. I might skip around and watch some of it, though. But what I did here was enough for me. I was mad as hell.
You gotta see 13 and Archangel.
That's right. Good point, Sassy. But her husband didn't mention what a good wife and mother she was. That's right, Daydreamer. I try not to say mean things, however. This is a slap in the face for people who know well about oxygen. Absolutely, Daydreamer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Earth. I agree. Look, it was like, oh my God, what? Okay.
Yeah,
And I feel
I was
bad for
floored.
anybody who did believe it. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. What you need to believe is she needs help. She
Right.
most needs help. I don't know.
No.
I can't with her. I just natural selection, huh?
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
People can have their own thoughts on it. It's fine. You have your own opinion. But I swear to you, if I had known she had said that, I would not have gone back in her chat.
No, same. Especially since it's been in the past couple months, which I haven't really been on the past couple months, so I can see how I would have missed it. Which I don't really see community posts that often anyways. Damn, I guess I have been missing a lot.
Right,
Fuck that.
Dove?
Fuck that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm mad. I'm mad.
I'm mad.
I am mad. I'm so tired of people talking shit about people like that. I am. I'm just over it.
Oh, Ert said,
shit.
oh my God, hold up, yo. I just got an email from her email address. Speaking of that, Ert, can you send me your email?
It's probably on her YouTube.
Oh, true.
I don't know. Y'all, I'm just going to say it because I'm pissed. I'm sitting here fighting tears right now.
Yeah, that's how I was earlier. I forgot I had my camera on, and Charlie girl, she noticed that she don't miss a beat. She knows everything. She's like, Iris, are you okay? So I can see how mad you are. No, she said, are you listening to Earth Live? I said, yes. She's like, I can see how mad you are. And then I had to put my head down because I was tearing up.
Yeah, well, your nasty thoughts about natural selection. I would give anything to have been able to see my brother again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he wasn't a piece of shit. He wasn't a junkie. He was a very precious, strong soul. He just couldn't do it anymore. He was the same little 4-year-old that would stand up against parents who were beating the fuck out of me and beg them to beat him instead. And I never got the chance to tell him thank you. and to let him know how much I loved and adored him for that, and how much of a hero he was for me. So y'all can take your junky bullshit, shove it up your fucking asses, your natural selection attitude, and think I give a fuck at this point about anybody going at you. I don't give a shit. I really don't. And I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't with people. I'm just done. So whatever crisis you're having, Queen OG, go get it fucking taken care of. And stop running the damn YouTube streets, offending people left and right. You too, Heidi. Old yap yap over there, canvas slasher. Go take care of yourselves. Maybe stop passing so much crucial judgmental bullshit on to everybody else and take a look at yourself. Go get it taken care of. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Somebody
sorry for you, honey.
else.
Because
No,
that's
this is so
my that's the whole. That's right. Your sister just said, "I love you. Speak it." And that's the whole point, OG, about how you need to apologize because you don't really understand the words that you say, that lies and bullshit that you just spread, how much it affected and triggered some people.
And I try really hard not to let what other people say affect me. Like, I really do, guys. I really do. But there are sometimes it's just like, whoa, I'm so tired. I don't care what your situation is at this point. I really don't. Get the fucking help you need. Because you're going to end up, instead of just creating some fake ass post claiming to be your husband, you are going to end up being the one who is in a coma somewhere because of the bullshit you're doing. Keep puffing on that oxygen. You know, fake ass oxygen you got. Keep puffing on that. Getting yourself the euphoria high that you've got to have. Very well, it could end up easily being one of the natural selection situation over there you got. I try so hard to be understanding of people. I really do. I really do. But then it just gets to a point where it's like, what the fuck? You don't give a shit about anybody else. You don't care who you offend anywhere you go, probably. And I think a lot of people are really cautious about offending someone, or not, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But you're so wrapped up. People are coming at you because somebody saw you maybe in some kind of fucking crisis. And Queen OG, you are. 6 Up was absolutely right to go into you and say, hey, do you need help? Reach out. Absolutely was nice enough to go and reach out to you. You even emailed her and said, it's not drugs, it's my oxygen level. So if you were able to reach out and email her that, then all of a sudden you work this up into your head that she's attacking you and you got to sick the mafia on her and threaten her life, just like you did with Earth. Whatever. They're absolutely right, Queen OG. You are absorbed in yourself.
And the thing is, as much as her words upset people today by the actions she's taken, never once. I don't know. I'm speaking for everybody, but I know I'm definitely speaking for myself. Never once I ever thought of towards you as thinking of natural selection.
No,
Never.
Absolutely. I've never thought about that about anybody who has passed away.
Exactly.
Anyone's loved ones. For whatever the reason, because ultimately it doesn't fucking matter why they died or how they died. They're gone. There's no coming back. And for you to fucking joke about this shit on YouTube is beyond sick and disgusting. You don't think for 1 second that some of us would do anything to have 30 seconds with them again? And here you are making a mockery of it? Oh, whoever your God is, whatever your higher power is, whatever your beliefs are, I hope you're asking for forgiveness, Queen OG. But again, that's my opinion. See, I told y'all if I'm not laughing and joking about it, you don't want to get me going on it. I apologize, y'all. I do. I'm really sorry, but
Don't apologize, Shani. You're fine.
You have
You
nothing to
needed to
apologize
let that out
for.
for. Exactly.
well, I know there are a lot of us who have lost loved ones for multiple reasons, and we're not sitting there making a mockery out of it. I mean, if you lost your best friend just a few weeks ago, supposedly, I wonder though. I mean, if she did, maybe that's why she's in this break right now. Maybe that's sitting her over the edge. Very well could be. But it doesn't seem to me like you go and make a mockery of it like you're doing.
That's right, Liza. Six Up offered her help because she felt it in her heart to reach out and at least try.
Yes, we were talking about this today.
Yeah.
Didn't I say it?
Yeah.
The 6 up is not coming from a mean hatred place. She is coming from a
Yeah.
sincere wanting to reach out and help someone.
Absolutely.
I do believe that. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that we all reach out and help people in different ways. Everybody has their own thoughts and opinions on how it should be done, what avenues to take. When it's always coming from a good place, that's what counts. But what did Queen OG do with that? What did she do with it? We all know. If you threaten 6 up, if you threaten Earth, whatever. You and your non-mafia attachments. Okay. I really do honestly hope that she gets the help she needs. I really
Me
do.
too.
Yeah, Star, she did. I believe that too, because you could tell there wasn't anything malicious.
Yeah.
So, what is this world coming to? Nobody's supposed to reach out to try to help somebody because it's always going to be turned into being something malicious and, you know, a
Right.
horrible thing to do. Hmm. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's addiction. I don't know what it is. Could it be a little bit of both? Very well could be. Of course, they both, addiction can mimic so many mental illnesses.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get good, clean, and sober before they can actually diagnose you with anything. You got to get good and clean. Yeah, you know what, Stars, I believe that because she's very open and honest about her own.
Yeah. I agree.
You're open and honest about your own addiction and your own demons that that you've had to fight and where you're at. I mean, there you go. Most of the time, they don't want to see somebody else suffering, and they know how hard of a road it is, so they can reach out and help. I'm sorry, Daydreamer. I'm sorry.
It's triggered a lot of people, Daydreamer, not just you. It's really everybody. It's triggered in one aspect or another.
Yeah, it's gone a little far. Yeah, it really has. Like I said, I
Yeah.
really try not to put a whole lot of weight into what anybody else says or thinks. You know, it just every once in a while, it's like, whoa, man, y'all, this is just too much. This is a little too much of the bullshit.
Right, Jane. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless.
I need a Xanax. That's what.
I need something.
Drew, are you gonna stay up here? What shining? I need to hop down.
I
Are you
can for a
okay?
little bit.
Huh?
Are you okay?
No.
No, Iris, what's the matter? Fuck. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, she dropped.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I think we should probably end this, and I need to go and check on Iris and make sure she's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Take
you.
care. All right.
All
Yeah,
right,
bye.
guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna go and check on Iris, and y'all have a great night, and pray or whatever it is you do. Good vibes, thoughts, whatever, warm wishes. I don't care what it is. Just put out the vibes. Um, Queen OG, please go get the help you need. This is very, very sad. Very sad. You need help, all right, whichever it is, whether it's mental, uh, addiction, whatever the help is, just go get it. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost. Can't quit, can't stop. This world all cut off. Don't have time to waste, not now. Need to find a way to get out. Cause I'm gone, indeed. Get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest. What's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future. What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process.
In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through. Yeah, I'm all in, and I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me,